Well, that was during the 70s when I actually had family downtown. It was actually part of the city's administration. At the time, the politicians themselves was more influential in the communities. But don't misunderstand where I'm speaking this from because still they are involved as far as trying to keep their constituency, should I say, in their camp. But at the time, it was more being done for the actual neighborhoods and the communities. We had too many to even number community centers for the youth of the cities. And we kept, or I'll say they kept, the actual communities themselves involved in the politics of the city. It was more city involvement with the actual day-to-day activities of the city. As of, I'd say the last 2, 3 mayors, maybe even, yes, last 2, 3 mayors, I guess, they've more or less taken the affairs of the city out of the actual hands of the city itself and has put it in the hands of a more political group that's more of a restricted camp rather than the involvement of the city itself.
Well, one of the things I noticed from a political standpoint that's more of a recent, I was part of the Joe Louis management team for City Treasurer. So I did get to meet and talk with our state representative, Eddie Jackson, and I got to work a little bit with the state senator, Claiborne. And what I could see from working around that whole political involvement was there seems to always be an uphill battle. And I think that's what Vernon was starting to talk about on getting more credibility back into the hands of our officials. It seems like the old style of doing things gave them a lot more leverage in actually affecting things here in East St. Louis. And now it seems to be that most of the things that are affected from Springfield and from St. Clair County. So I think that's what Vernon, and that's definitely what I kind of witnessed. And I think what it needs now is a talented politician who's able to work between all of those different types of personalities. And I feel confident that Mayor Parks has those types of abilities to work inside of those different agencies or those different county leaders from Springfield to St. Clair to back to here to East St. Louis. And I think one of the things I noticed about Joe Louis for city treasurer was more driven by his accountability and his integrity. And so I think that's what drove his election to be so successful, because people knew Joe growing up as a little boy, and so they thought that his integrity was impeccable. And so I think those are the type of things that are bringing back a new day here in East St. Louis. But things are changing slowly. But a lot of times we do believe that slow growth is a more sustainable growth. So I think most citizens that you'll talk to will be pretty happy with the pace that we're moving, but we would like to see more. I think that's human nature.